and I'm talking from day one. If you work, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity would...
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. It's because...
I want to thank everyone for showing up today. It's because of all you guys...
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without...
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
What's it gonna be?
Okay, okay. Big decision, no pressure.
Ready, set, hot, hot.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that trust?
Coach, you wanted to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was gonna be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. Just wait.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove.
To who?
To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough, he's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, lose weight. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Oregon.
What?
The Ducks, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So, we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? Well, I'm one of those guys who thrives in chaos. You know, even when the pocket's collapsing, I can buy time and push the ball downfield.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How would my teammates describe me?
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know, they'd say I like to keep things loose in the locker room. Yeah, football's important, but doesn't mean you can't have fun.
Okay, so a little bit of work hard, play hard, that kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah, yeah.
Last question. It's an easy one, I promise.
Shoot.
Which quarterback have you modeled your game after?
I love watching tape of John Elway. His arm was something special. And I worked hard to put the same kind of velocity and power behind each of my throws.
Elway, huh? If you can throw a ball like him, you should have no problem putting points on the board. Remember, only about 20 million people watching tonight, but at least now they'll have a rough sketch of who's under center.
Cool. Cool, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
All right. Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Outside, heavy snow, surprisingly, with temps in the 20s. The good news, we are inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the Red Raiders from Texas Tech.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A big test coming tonight. Here's college snap number 1 for him as the Red Raiders go to work 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But, boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Well, Texas Tech, third in the nation in passing yards per game this season. And this is an offense that's really predicated on the quarterback being more of a point guard, distributing the football accordingly. Quick, reliable, on-target throws. That's the recipe for... And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Red Raiders have taken the early lead. So that drives...
confidence builder for the coaching staff as well, because now they're seeing that they can work with what's out there. In addition, they feel good about the game plan that they set up in advance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. From the gun, Birch. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. He will not be throwing to start out as they begin on the ground. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is. For the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name, incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man. Looking to throw. Hudson. And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. We talked about how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready? 30 base. Play.
Now this is Keller, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Going to go with Keller here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Keller. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing for a national championship together, and now Isaiah with a chance to fulfill at least part of that dream. Steps away to his left. And now running right through it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Isaiah Streets with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to...
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. On first down, Young. And shedding his way forward. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 68 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. And he will take this in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away.